So in this video, we are just going to practice a couple more examples. So again, I encourage you to pause the video and try it on your own, and then use the video to check your work. So step one, simplify both sides of the equation. Well, the right-hand side is already simplified. On the left-hand side, I've got negative 28 plus 11. So thinking about our integer rules, if I borrowed $28 and I pay back 11, I'm still $17 in debt. All right, use order of operations backwards. So if I knew what W was, I would multiply by 22 and then add the negative 17. So I will cancel the negative 17 first. Remember, to cancel a negative, you have to add a positive. So on the side with my variable, I am just going to cancel. I'm not actually going to perform my addition. And don't lose your negative sign. Lots of students drop because they think it's a subtraction sign, which it is. But what's our subtracting rule? Add the opposite. So a subtraction sign doubles as a negative sign, so don't lose that symbol. On the right-hand side, 31 plus 17 gives me 48. So I use the golden rule to balance both sides of my equation. Now I'm going to repeat those steps as needed. I've got W times negative 22, so I'm going to cancel that by dividing by negative 22. And 22 does not go into 48 evenly, so I'm going to simplify my fraction by dividing both my numerator and my denominator by 2. So I get 24 elevenths once I simplify. Last example, and then we'll have our U try. Now this one, when I look at it, this is the one like we did before where we had two methods. But when I look at this one, I notice that 45 is not a multiple of 7. So I could start by dividing both sides by 7, but I know that I'm going to end up with a fraction. So I'm actually going to choose to use the distributive property on this one instead. So I'm going to follow step 1, simplify by using distributive property. By the way, because 45 is not a multiple of 7, I know that my answer will be a fraction, but by distributing first, I will get my fraction on the last step instead of on the first step. And then I don't have to work with the fraction the whole way that I'm solving the equation. So 7 times f is 7f. 7 times negative 1 is negative 7. Use order of operations backwards and the golden rule. So I'm going to cancel my subtraction first. And I'm going to cancel it on the side with the variable. 45 plus 7 gives me 52. And then dividing both sides by 7. Again, on the side with the variable, it just cancels. 52 and 7 have no common factors, so my answer is already in simplest form. And there's your U try problems.